What is up, guys? Welcome to JS Racing. My name's Jason. A couple of days back, I posted a video about the filtration cover that we've just released. There are just a couple of things that I need to make changes to, and it's pretty much ready for production. But before we actually did this version of the filtration system, we actually made something else, and that is the intercooler adapter. So this adapter was actually made quite a while back, way before that aluminum version of the case cover was done. And our intention was to, obviously to cool down the engine oil a bit more, because the filtration cover is really intended for endurance racing. So during endurance racing, the engine oil might overheat at a certain point of the race or whatever. So we want to have it cooled as much as possible. So the filtration cover now has the ability to sort of add this adapter to it, and then connect to an intercooler. And let me just show you how that works. So I have it connected to the engine that's already on the dyno, and basically that's how it's connected to the system. It goes between the adapter of the oil filter right in the middle, and the oil comes out in the bottom and goes back into the system on the top, and it goes right into the filter. And yeah, it'll come out clean and it'll come out cooled. So what you see here is actually a temperature sensor. So I don't know if you've watched the previous video, but I have two sensor ports designed into the system, so you can add whatever sensor you want. This one I'm just using it to plug the hole for now, but it's basically for oil pressure or temperature, whatever you want. And yeah, and this is the intercooler that usually bikes use. So motorbikes use it and put it at the front. I have a cover, not a cover, but like sort of like a intake case that is built into it. So the air goes in here, and then supposedly it comes out up on top. And where this fits is actually somewhere around here. So the air would be coming from the front bumper, going through, around the wheel, and then go into the tunnel. So that's what our intention is for this design, but we haven't tested it on the track yet, so we'll have to do that fairly soon. It's winter time though, so we'll have to do it around spring. But yeah, the system works very well. You can adjust the engine oil pressure with the sort of jimmy screw there at the bottom that adjusts the pump pressure that goes into the intercooler and the filter and all that. So yeah, it's a pretty simple system, really. So the adapter itself is really nothing special. You already have existing designs out there for like cars and bikes and stuff, but this one is specifically designed for our system because I just could not find the right size for it. So this one's a lot smaller, and it has a sensor port that allows us to sort of add sensors to it. So it's a bit more customized to what we need. If it does have a very good cooling effect, we'll consider selling this, but right now it's really just for ourselves to use, because I mean, honestly, for the 1 year that we've tested this filtration cover, the very first version, we have not really run into any overheating problem. Although the engine oil is pretty hot, we do want to have it cooled a bit more, just so that it doesn't, it's not really at the limit most of the time. I mean, it's just more of a safety precaution. But yeah, I mean, as to the necessity and the efficiency of this cooling system, we don't know. I mean, if it's necessary, we can consider mass producing it, but right now we haven't tested it, so it's hard to tell. But yeah, I mean, it's a very simple accessory, so there's really not much we need to test for. It's really just to see if the entire system is good for cooling down the engine oil. So yeah, I mean, overall, for the past couple of days of testing, all of these have worked out really well. So I mean, for the case cover, I got a couple more changes I want to make. I mean, it looks really nice. the way it's you know, the tubes are lined up and stuff. But the nozzles, I've it designed it a bit too close to each other, so it's a bit difficult to install these tubes. So I'm gonna have to sort of move them apart a little bit more. But other than that, it's really not much else I need to make changes to. Yeah, so I mean, once that is done, it's pretty much ready for mass production. And the filtration system really does do more than just filtering out all the nasty stuff. So I did a power run with the new case cover. So what I did was I got the ZR22, the basic ZR22, which is going to be a ZR16 in the future. But anyway, so we got the ZR22, we took out the crankshaft, took out the, you know, the normal case cover and added the new crankshaft and also the case cover. And I didn't even change the connecting rod really. So it's just the crankshaft and the case cover, and we did a power run and it added 2.2 horsepower to the system. So I'm guessing, I mean, because originally we just wanted to have the oil nice and clean, but we didn't think that, you know, the active lubrication between the crankshaft and also the connecting rod would add that much more to the system, because, you know, I suppose it's much better lubricated now. So yeah, it's adding a lot more horsepower, you know, a little less resistance throughout the entire RPM range. So yeah, it's working a lot better now. So it adds 2.2. So I mean, even if you don't need the filtration function, just the horsepower alone, I think it would benefit your system quite a bit. So anyway, so yeah, I mean, just this video is just to show you guys what else we added to the system. And yeah, I think after a couple of days, we'll be able to get the new design for the CNC machine, and then we'll be able to machine a new version of the case cover. And hopefully, yeah, we can mass produce this stuff because I'll be needing that quite a bit as well. So yeah, anyway, that's it for this video, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.